Malik Harrison is a downhill Mike linebacker that shows consistent ability to shut down gaps. He is dependable so far as assignment, and he's terrific at taking on pulls and blocks between the tackles. Malik flashes as far as his ability to shoot gaps more and more through the season. He's been a very reliable tackle with the size and the disposition to punish the ball carrier. He's probably the best tackler in the class as far as linebackers go. He can appear of a one-track mind so far as assignment, and at times be taken in by misdirection and work himself out of the play. He's decent looking as a hook dropper and in assignment to the flat. Will likely get better at both with reps and with time and experience. Not particularly comfortable in space man-to-man or mirroring right now. Malik feels like an early to mid-3 to me. I would not be surprised if he went in the back end of the second round. Malik being in his gap and being assignment sound is a constant. Watch him read this quarterback draw play. Yeah, he's very dependable in terms of shutting down running lanes, taking on blocks at the line of scrimmage. He's also the most physical, I think, out of this linebacker class at the line of scrimmage, and probably the best tackler as well. I think what we see is that he's real focused on doing his job, being in the right gap, understanding that the offensive guard here is going to try to get off this combination, get to him. So he gets there first and shuts down this running lane. This run is designed to go behind the left guard's pull. Watch Malik get downhill. Yeah, he's consistent in this. Watch the pop. You could even see the force that he takes this block on with actually trips up the back coming through. So he's going to do his job. It's very unusual that you see him out of his gap. He's almost robotic in that, where you know where he's going to be all the time, and you know he knows how to take on blocks. Really like the discipline that he shows in the run game. This is him right here. Again, he gets to his spot before the right guard can get off combination, reads the action in the backfield, and instead of cutting inside here, inside this block, he's going to get outside and set the edge, take on the outside shoulder, trust his backside help here. You can see, again, he gets that outside shoulder, jacks that guy up, really, really strong taking on blocks. And again, very, very disciplined here. Michigan State's right tackle is going to skip pull off the ball, try to take out this will. And great discipline, I think, on his part here. It's very, very unusual to see somebody get to him in combination, but he is effectively watching this pull and sort of guarding both A gaps here as the Mike. Watch him, good sink here to get under this block. And you can see this back coming through this gap here, trip. And I don't know whether that means Malik would have gotten him anyway, but what you do see is him controlling that blocker and pushing him back into the path of the running back. I like his patience on this play. I like his read, and I like his finish as the backside linebacker here. Again, you see this skip pull. He sees that clearly. He's watching the read or the mesh in the backfield here. Once he sees the ball delivered to the back, he's going to turn. He's going to beat this cutoff block. So you see a good bit of athleticism and burst here. Watch him get wide, both to avoid the cutoff block. Then he gets more narrow and more direct in his path to the back. And again, shows up angry. This is him standing at the line of scrimmage on third down. I think he does a nice job here reading the backfield, not engaging the block, and scraping down the line and making a stop. He's the Mike backer on this play. Watch how he gets downhill, stays in his gap, scrapes down the line, makes a play, and actually beats the backside linebacker to that spot. Real in tune with what's going on in the backfield. One of the things I love about him is he's so assignment centered, so intent on getting in a running lane, closing down a gap, that there are some times where he loses sight of what's going on through misdirection in the backfield. He follows this pull, and you can see him getting taken out of the play. He's lined up weak side here, and there are instances where he will overreact to flow or get fooled by misdirection in the backfield. You can see this is one of those instances where he just kind of chases that prematurely instead of staying home. You do see some big runs against Ohio State. I don't want to say it's never because of him, but almost never. I mean, his MO is to go downhill, close up a running lane. This run looks designed off the pulling center here, and the center does get into him a little bit. Does a nice job kind of moving him, but he is shutting down this gap. You can see the center fold that back. Excuse me, the running back fold that back, and this running back overruns the gap. So he's really dependable down at the line of scrimmage, and this may be nitpicking. It really is nitpicking what I'm about to do, and he doesn't have opportunity to do this here. His job is to get in the gap, take on the pull or the block, and he does that. He does that without fail, seemingly. Once in a while, and this is above and beyond, once in a while I want to see him get into that block and get off the block, and I don't see that a lot. In other words, that ability to kind of shed at the line of scrimmage. And I'm rambling a little bit. That is not his first job. His first job is taking on that pull and closing down the running lane, which he does. I'm just nitpicking a little. He lines up as the will here to the running back side. You see he's got the back to the flat. Does a good job getting around that pick. Watch him get flat to the sideline after he gets around that block. Then level out and lay a big hit on the running back.